Hello everyone, welcome to What If Issei Was Betrayed by Everyone and Became the God of All Gods Part 1. Before we start, please go support MaximAngel for writing that awesome fanfic. This is the translated version I made. There will be some mistake in character's gender, but of course Issei is a male. Issei is betrayed by all his loved ones just for a video, and Mio, draig femme, did nothing. She just threw him away because according to her he is useless. Everyone betrayed him except the gods and the Nordic faction because they knew nothing. Clarifications. This story will update slowly compared to the others. Issei is betrayed by all his loved ones. The gods did not betray Issei like Odin. Issei will travel from dimension to dimension and will be a creator god, destroyer, home, etc. In other words, Issei is a god of gods. Chapter 1: How It All Started. In a place where all the gods are gathered from different dimensions. Hello, my little Ototo. Gods. Hello, Oni/San/Chan/Sama/Kun. As you will see, I fulfilled my duties of instructing you, and Father told me to rest. I will leave and erase your memory of me until I reappear. Gods, why brother? They said it sadly because their older brother figure would be gone. Don't worry, I'll be back, and don't forget to train, and when I return I don't want to see conceited gods, and humans should take care of my children. Gods, if we don't let you down, we'll let you down. Time skip present. We see a brown-haired boy in a courtroom because a demon named Isaac revealed according to them that Issei betrayed them only with a video. Xerxes, how do you declare yourself? He'll know better, said Issei. And why did he only say Issei? Because his parents also left him aside. Miguel, if after all these tests you have no arguments, your destiny is in the hands of the Red Empress. Mio, if he was, he would reveal information. Issei, I thought he loved me. He was crying more and losing more and more shine in his eyes. Mio, don't make me laugh. I'm in a relationship with a weakling. Don't make me laugh. And now get me out of this useless place and give me my Isaac-kun. They proceeded to remove Issei's right arm to the sound of his heart-rending screams. Azazel, ready, and with this we are done, and now Isaac-kun, you are Rias' fiancé and her entourage in addition to Penemu. Michael, and don't forget Gabriel and Griselda. Xerxes, and don't forget Ophis, Valeri, Femme Valley, and Tiamat. Issei's couples, Rias, her entourage, the ones I mentioned a while ago. Yes, Isaac-kun, we will finally be together, and not with that last pervert, they said with disgust. Michael, what do we do with him? Azazel, throw him into the depths of purgatory, no one survives there. Narrated by Issei. I don't know how much happened, but they left me here and beat me. They weren't happy and took my eyes, and I'm wandering. Normal narrator. Issei walked through there without falling into the lava because his senses were so sharp that he managed to be fine until a red demon, from NNT, appeared. He ran as fast as he could but ended up thirsty because he no longer had the strength. He waited for his end until he entered his empty subconscious previously inhabited by Mio. It was a beautiful house with an incredible landscape. This was his gift until he managed to get her out of the basket, but it seems that it will not be possible. Issei, plus crying plus what a sad ending, devoured or burn. I would like to know what will happen next, if they will realize their mistake and be saved or die stupidly. The only thing that worries me is humanity. I feel as if they were my children. Until she heard a voice telling her to wake up, the time had come. Issei, I think I went crazy. He kept listening to that until his head started to hurt. At that moment he saw a blonde with a slightly dark complexion staring at him. Issei, who are you and what are you doing here? Wake up. Issei, wake up. Issei did not finish because the stranger's sword pierced him, and he was shocked, but he saw what he was like before he was a god, and not just anyone, he was the progenitor god. Issei, I see it's time to wake up, it's time to be one again. I'm already excited. It's been a long time since I saw Adam and Eve. How are my children? And what I see, they reproduced. How good, I'm already a grandfather and great-grandfather. Ha ha ha, how incredible. But why aren't they in heaven? And what I see, Zeus from dimension 808, Shimatsu no Valkyrie, is doing a Ragnarok. Why will he do it? And because I have a feeling that I will beat him until he leaves him half dead. What does it matter? It's time to leave. Then he woke up and an aura of rainbow colors came out of him, and the gods felt him only from that dimension because he wanted to surprise his other brothers. He woke up and couldn't see and only had one arm, and he remembered what they did and disintegrated that demon with just one breath and began to regenerate. His appearance and his new eyes returned to normal. Issei, how boring, what will I do, we will see what the others do, I will be a spectator, and from what I see the prodigy of light Jehovah died, what imbeciles did not train at all, but they will know me, the last one with eyes as red as blood. Issei, I'll see what happens these months and then I'll go to the other dimensions. And so it happened. Issei saw how all the gods demanded to see Issei, but they told him that he left, and they don't know his whereabouts, and they don't stop looking for him, and now we see the marriage of Isaac and his fiancées. Pope, and accept these women in marriage, Isaac. Isaac, not crazy as long as you had it. Rias, Isaac-kun stops joking and while crying. Isaac, I would never marry a hitch. Xerxes, what's happening, Isaac? Isaac, nothing, Xerxes, just that I don't need them anymore. My master Rizvim already took care of extracting all the power from this hitch, ha 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 ha. While showing the withered bossed gear and began to hear sobs. Isaac, I already slept with her, haha, you would see her face when she saw my memories, haha, it was so funny. And at that moment Rizvim appeared and everyone felt weak, even the gods who were present. Rizvim, look what I found, hello false demons. Xerxes, kneeling that you made us. Rizvim, nothing, just what they took was Samuel's poison. Michael, we will die. Rizvim, not as you think, it wouldn't be fun, but no, you won't die, it's easy, it will take away your power and you will feel weak for about 8 hours, haha. How long do I think I'll have fun with Gabriel or Penemu or maybe Ophis, ha ha ha. Gabriel, I would never sleep with someone so pathetic and evil. Rizvim, or you offend me, but he already insists with Isaac, I don't see why not, Jajaja. At that moment they felt dirty, they despised the only person who loved them, and they began to cry. Zeus, if Issei was here he would kill you. Rizvim, they didn't tell you. Zeus, tell me that while the leaders were sweating a lot. Rizvim, that they killed Issei. I'd better show you while making a screen appear, and they saw all his torture. The gods felt helpless seeing their older brother like that. Zeus, I will kill you, I will kill you, I will kill you all. The god shouted in anger while trying to stand up. Rizvim, don't do it while stepping on his back. I'd rather kill you, Zeus, and see the despair of your children. Zeus, I will die like this, haha, if he saw me like this he would hit me and tell me to get up, hee I will meet you again, brother, I hope to see you there next to Jehovah, hee I can imagine how he will be hitting me now, goodbye my children. But then an aura was felt that terrified everyone but made the gods cry to see their older brother in front of them. Issei, I'm sorry Rizvim, I would let you kill them, but I don't like them hurting my little Otoros, only I can do that, while a smile that made the gods afraid. Rizvim, who are you, you dirty human? Issei, why do you insult my children? I would say it seriously. Rizvim, children? Issei, yes, that's right. I am the creator of humans. Michael, don't lie, father, I created all beings. Issei, you're talking about Jehovah. No, he doesn't believe them. I'll just ask them to take care of my children. The only one who paid attention was Jehovah, and from what I see, he gave them sacred gears, but he didn't know they would use them. Michael, don't lie. Issei, shut up, dirty dove, you were created by Jehovah to be pure, but I only see all of you dirty cockroaches, I would feel ashamed of creating you. Zeus, brother. Issei, oh Zeus, I didn't see you, I lied, I did see you, and it saddens me to see that they didn't find me, they lost the practice that I told them to do before I left while emanating a terrifying aura. Zeus, training while shaking like jelly. Issei, and what did they do? Zeus, we don't train. Issei, exactly, and that doesn't just go for Zeus, no, it doesn't go for all the gods present while emanating an aura that was scary, but only the gods could feel it because it was divine power. Gods, it was Jehovah who said there would be no threats and that we should rest. Issei, okay, I hope it's true because I'll revive it later, and if you lie you know it won't go well for you. I hate lies. Possession. No, Onisama, I will tell you the truth. They did not want to train because they were lazy and idle. I already told you the truth. Forgive me. God's traitor. Issei, very well, Poseidon, very, very well, you are saved from your punishment, and then we will talk. Poseidon jumped for joy while the others cried comically, waiting for their punishment. Raisvim, who the hell are you? He said, exasperated because they ignored him. Issei, so I forgot, be happy because in front of you is the primeval god, the god of gods, the most handsome god, the hexiest god, he gave. Gods, we understand now, with drops of sweat running down his forehead. Issei, okay. Rizm, haha, you, of course I don't feel any power from you. Issei, well, you are immortal and you cannot feel my power, I will better use the power of a mortal. Issei used his mortal power, and everyone suffocated and trembled because his power far exceeded that of Triexa. Raisvim, what's your name? I would say it nervously. Issei, you guys knew me as Hayate Issei. Rias, my Issei, my cute pawn, you came back for us, I would say hopefully. Issei, don't make me laugh, pathetic demon. I came to see what they were doing and I interfered because they were going to hurt my little Ototo. Don't confuse things. I don't give a damn about you. That destroyed the Gremories, but an orb approached Issei and tried to get into his arm. Mine, let me enter you, my love. Issei, don't make me laugh, underdeveloped lizard, I'm just useless, right? While he squeezed the sphere and it was breaking. Mios, what are you doing? No, please, I would say it with great fear. Issei, you're not worth it. Scum, as he released the sphere and threw it at Ajuka, do whatever you want with it. Issei, getting back to what I came for, it's time to punish your insolence, Raisvim, in trying to kill my little Ototos. Issei disappeared and appeared in front of Raisvim, hitting his head with magic, and he fainted and summoned a demon called Pinwheel. Issei, take him to the depths of the Infernox, his sin is trying to kill my Ototos. And so everyone was scared by that demon, and the gods turned pale for that soul because they knew that place well, because they trained there, and only endured 1 hour, and they were dying. Issei, yeah, I forgot something. He was going to resurrect Jehovah to see if he lied to him, no, while his eyes glowed bright red. Issei, okay, I better go outside. Zeus, but how will you do it if he died? Issei, what imbeciles, I can't believe that I left them for millennium more or less, and they don't know something so simple. Zeus, how do we forget? Issei, only a god can kill other gods. Zeus, but he Triexa had the power of one. Issei, the power but not a god. If a god dies at the hands of a mortal, he is left spiritually stranded, waiting for an external force to revive him. Damn it, I leave them the Holy Grail in case one dies. The deep silence was felt, only that Issei raised his aura, scaring the gods more. Issei, don't tell me you forgot the first thing I taught you. Zeus, not like you think. Hades, indeed yes. Gods damned. Issei, and where is the Holy Grail? Gods, well, you see. Issei, they lost it. Gods, yes. Issei, you will go to Infernox after this. I will give you training so that you never forget anything I tell you, but first I will revive Jehovah and he will go with you. Did you understand? Gods, kneeling while their foreheads hit the ground, no please, no please. Issei, no dogs, get ready, and it will be worse if I find out that there are gods who are arrogant for being only gods, and worse that they have mistreated their children, unless if there are infidelities of you or your wives. That chilled Zeus' skin because his children would see him as arrogant. And if Hephaestus spoke, it would be worse, and his infidelity is, and if Hephaestus says that Aphrodite is unfaithful to him, it would be worse. Issei, I will begin. While he took out beautiful wings that were angels, fallen dragons, demons, etc., and his eyes transformed. I am the one who is in charge of watching over the gods. I am the one who is the god of gods. I am the first son of the Father. I order you to disappear, curse innocent, and I will raise Jehovah. A great glow appeared and a person was seen standing. Chapter 2, Dimension Trip. We still see Issei stomping on the head of Zeus 808, Shimatsu no Valkyrie, and several other gods. But how did we get to this point? Let's go back a few hours. A great glow appeared and a being with golden hair and a goatee could be seen. What am I doing here? The last thing I remember is if he triaxa if I remember sealing him, and I died. What am I doing here? At that moment he turned around and saw his brothers and his older brother. Oni-san, what are you doing here? Your break is over, and how are you still alive? Issei, it seems that the prodigy of light died by a dragon, and I see that you only possess 30% of your power. How weak you became, Elohim. Sorry, I was wrong in the last chapter. Elohim, I, as you believe, am never weak, only that. Issei, just that. Elohim, his forehead hits the ground. I'm sorry, have mercy. Issei, don't worry, I'll just train them in Infernox. Elohim at that moment felt true terror. Issei, but I forgive you. It seems that you were the only one who took care of my children, and from what I see you created your own, but what a shame that they went wrong, he said the last thing while looking at the angels who lowered their heads. Elohim, angry even though you are my older brother, I will not allow you to talk about my children like that. Issei, right, you don't know, let me show you. Issei put his hand on his Otuto's head and saw everything while tears came out of his eyes. Elohim, Michael, tell me what made me see an illusion. Gabriel, tell me, damn it. Michael, wow. Elohim, nothing, Father. I created them thinking that they would be good, friendly, pure of heart, and it is a lie that I was blind while crying louder. Elohim, but they are still my children. Issei-sama, I will accept any punishment, even death, he said as he knelt and waited for death. Issei, yes, you wanted Otuto. I will always remember you, never forget that I love you. He began to create a sword of light. He was ready to cut off his head, but he stopped abruptly. From what I see, death doesn't scare you. Are you willing to give your life for those scum? Elohim, a father does everything to protect his children, and even if he is not there, I ask you to guide them. While he did not cry, he calmed down and waited for death for his children with a smile. Issei, I forgive you, though those words reminded me of that immature Adam, although why aren't they in the paradise that created them? Elohim, that's because we knew that it would reproduce and there was no space because you are the only one who can expand dimensions, and we decided to leave them on Earth, but they discarded them if they did. I took care of them and gave them weapons to take care of themselves, although my children use them just like the demons. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that they use your children, Oni-san. Issei, don't worry, but you will go to Infernox to train, understood? Elohim, trembling SSSSS, yes. Issei, what did you say? Elohim, yes. Issei, how good, now a meeting of gods. All the gods trembled because they would review their territories, and if there was something bad they would take them to Infernox, and worse, Zeus was begging for his life to Hera, telling her that she will never be unfaithful again, that she will be the new queen of Olympus among other things. Issei, his tone turned cold. It seems that his other brothers caused problems for my children. All the gods upon hearing that cold voice tensed and remembered when Kronos hit Hera, and said that he would rape all the goddesses, unleashing hell on him, and Issei tortured him in the worst possible way. Just remembering that made them tremble. Elohim, who his brothers while trembling. Issei, it seems that Zeus of 808 wants to destroy my children and keep only the gods. Everyone began to tremble in fear while Zeus prayed that they would not hit his other selves. Issei, okay, while his tone returned to the cheerful one, I will go educate my Oturos that they do not mess with their nephews. Gods, off they sighed happily. Issei, I'll be back soon, I'll go to your lands and I don't want anything that I don't like, you understand? Gods, yes. Issei, how good, goodbye. I was opening a portal until. Rias, my cute pawn, don't go, come stay with us, I know you still love us. Harem, yes, Issei, stay with us. Elohim, Griselda, Gabriel, Penamir, come here immediately. 3. But father. Elohim, his aura rose. What did I say, spoiled brats, come here. All the angels trembled for their father, and especially those already mentioned. Elohim, I was wrong in creating them like this, but a father takes responsibility for the mistakes of his children. I will correct them. They came closer and cried, and Elohim hugged them and whispered something to them. Elohim, I will make them forgive them and remove that mark, and I will make sure that they are given a chance, but they have to change. 3. Oh, father, as they separated and had more shine in their eyes. Issei, okay, I left, and I feel that my little princess Eve is crying and Adam is in danger. He opened the portal and decided to observe what was happening. Here the last fight of Ragnarok is that of Adam versus Zeus, the last battle, and they were 6 versus 6. This decided their destiny, and we are in the moment that Zeus is in his diamond form and hitting Adam, who remained firm and said something that broke their spirit. Zeus, do you know something? Do you know why we are deciding to destroy them? Adam, out of greed. Zeus, we do it because they stain the memory of my older brother. They do remember him because they did train and had 10% of Issei in his base form. Adam, with what older brother? Zeus, listen humans, you were not created by us. Everyone was surprised and wondered who created them, but Adam and Eve and the Valkyrie, since only Gaul was left, didn't know. Zeus, you call him God, you never said his name, you go to biblical churches to pray to him. People, God, and where is he? Zeus, he disappeared and left us humans in charge of his children. Person, and why don't you defend us? And they try to annihilate us. Zeus, you stain his image. His purity, you stain him, you stain his legacy. Adam, just for that, and tell me why they didn't investigate Eva's case when there was several pieces of evidence like the bite, those teeth were sharp, and asking the animals, did you know that if he were here he would be hitting you? You know that Eva is his beloved daughter, even more than me. Do you remember the time you wanted to flirt with him? Zeus trembled a little but recovered and changed drastically. At that moment they felt the wrath of Zeus, while Gaul cried because he remembered his father, because he also created the Valkyries. Zeus, don't talk about what he wanted. I'm his brother, I know what he wanted. Adam, but I'm his son. I know him better. While he was kneeling, while blood was still coming out of his eyes. But they felt a presence that made all humans feel the warmth of a father much greater than that of Adam. You impress me, my son, but nobody ever pays attention to me. And look at you, you lost control of your eyes, but I see that these gods did train and managed to break my memory seal. Zeus, I'm impossible. Issei, dear brother, I think I should educate you better. I told you that you will never harm your nephews, or do you want to stop existing? The last with a deep voice, and his eyes changed to red. Chapter 3, The Wrath of the God of Gods. Everything was silent, all the gods trembled before Issei, but Zeus was either brave or stupid. Zeus, brother, what are you doing here? What are you doing? We managed to break your seal, ha ha ha, we surpassed you. Issei, you think so? It seems that you achieved 0.000000000000012% of my total power. Zeus, you lie. Issei, I want to excite you. I'll tell you something. In my base form you reached 10% of my power. Zeus, you are a liar. Gods attack. We managed to be at your level. Do not be afraid. There were only a few gods, but they made a serious mistake by pissing off an angry god. Issei, I'll show you 100% of my base form. Imagine that instead of Natsu it is Zeus. Zeus, trembling with fear, I'm impossible. All the gods in the stands were kneeling, but the one who had the worst time was Zeus. Issei, a season in it Infernox won't hurt them. It seems that I will make them train with pinwheels or Taurus or Virgo demons. I don't know, I'm thinking while his eyes shone. Dark Souls demons. Zeus, no mercy, no. Issei, before holding a meeting I will have my 6 Valkyrie daughters who died come, and the remaining humans and gods, but because their souls fragmented Zeus. Zeus, trembling like jelly, no, I don't know. Issei, I'll let it go for now. It's time to revive them while their eyes change. Valkyries, what are we doing here? Issei, what bad daughters, there is not even a hello, while crying comically. Valkyries, father! Zeus, whispering, don't tell him. Issei, my 13 little daughters come with their father. The 13 Valkyries went with their father, and had a sinister smile for the gods, but Brunhilde had a bigger smile. Gaul, dad sniff while crying, why did you leave? Issei, I'm sorry my daughters, I'm sorry, I had to rest, and now tell me what happened for 6 of you to die. Brunhilde, father, the gods wanted to destroy your creations. According to the oldest gods, they said that humanity stained your image and they wanted to extinguish them. Issei, okay, let me heal Adam and my little princess Eve. What happened? Why are they not in paradise? Eva, Dad, while crying the snake tried to abuse me and Adam defended me and they expelled us because they believed that we ate the forbidden fruit. Issei, while his aura became terrifying, snake, come here. At that moment the snake was going to leave, but he dragged it while holding on to the ground. Snake, yes, what happened? Issei, I just saw the memories of my 2 sons and I regret to inform you that you will go to the 7th floor of the Infernox for XX centuries. Snake, mercy. I will never do it again. Issei, no, there will be no mercy in Whirlpool. At that moment, windmills appeared and knelt down, but the gods who did not know them trembled because they expelled pure evil. Pinwheel 1, yes, master, what do you want? Issei, I have sentenced this inferior being to XX centuries of torture in the 7th Infernox for trying to abuse my daughter Eva. Molini 2, tremendous audacity to try such an ACT, that deserves the 13 Infernox. Issei, yes, I know, but I think he still has salvation. At that moment a brave or imbecile approached to hit him, while the oldest gods shouted that he should not. Ares, inferior being, how dare you condemn us perfect beings? Issei, tell me Zeus, what fate awaits your son? Tell me such an insult, Asia, my person is paid for with death, right? Hermes, while sweating from nerves, brother, and you don't know who he is. Ares, a mere mortal doesn't even feel his aura. Hermes, take that back, brother. Ares, what will this nobody do to me? Issei, how boring, the gods now do not respect their superiors. You remind me of Adam, man, that stupid wanted to have my position and died pathetically. Ares, lie, Adamus died for Poseidon. Issei, tell the other how I tortured him for his tyranny, and I gave you the order to say that you killed him. Possession, shaking and speaking nervously, he brother, if it's true. Issei, you became conceited, that will be fixed with some training in it. Infernox no small otuto. Possession, mercy, please, mercy. Issei, what mercy? He, according to perfect god of gods, asking for mercy. Possession, I'm sorry, my ego got the better of me. Issei, okay, but there will be no mercy. Issei, or if I stay and out of nowhere I step on the head of Zeus, burying it in the ground. How did this happen? You took away the paradise that I created for my children and you occupy it, and not only do you want to destroy my children, what bad guys, damn, how tired, I think I'll show up. As it rose and showed its different wings. Issei, hello to humanity, you consider me your father, your creator, and it is true. Human god. Issei, correct. Human too. Why did you leave us unprotected? Issei, the answer is easy. I was resting after creating them in the different dimensions. I got tired, and father, I had to rest. If they hate me, I will understand them, but I regret not taking care of them. When I saw what was happening, I immediately came here. Humanity, don't worry, we understand you. Issei, that I stay so true, the modern gods do not know me. Issei, hello simple gods, I was given the title of God of Gods, I am superior to all the gods, I surpassed my father a long time ago, but I still listen to him because he is my father, and the oldest know me. And Odin, I want you to speak like a normal person, your other versions are more normal. Odin, okay Oni-sama. Issei, back to the topic, if I'm going to hold a meeting of gods, I want them in the courtroom in half an hour and all the humans will go and I will judge you if you die or live. This is no longer a trial of humanity but of the gods. Zeus, trembling with fear, okay brother, if you find something unpleasant. Issei, just destroy it and be thankful that I didn't kill your son Ares for offending me. Zeus, okay Oni-sama. Issei, okay, get up. Time skip. There was a great court to determine the fate of the gods. Issei, how boring to be here, I would like to eat something delicious. Zeus, Oni-san, the judgment is ready. Issei, okay wait, I'll rejuvenate you, you're too old. And said and done, he rejuvenated him to his golden age. Issei, okay, the trial between gods and humans begins. I want you to testify. Eva, They wanted to annihilate us while having an evil laugh. Issei, okay, my daughter is right, guilty. Everyone had their jaws dropped to the ground. Sasaki, wait, you won't be judged as a trial. Why did you believe him so quickly? Adam, whispering easy Eve is father's favorite and fulfills any whim he wants, just like the Valkyries. If they say something he fulfills it. Raiden, seriously, what a great father. Zeus, but Oni-san, there will be no trial while he was afraid of his destiny. Issei, yes, but my daughter said they were guilty, so there is nothing to discuss. Ares, you are a simple god. I will kill you and then grape those hitches of your daughters. At that, Zeus gave up his son for dead because he knew his brother well, and a great murderous instinct appeared that made everyone kneel and could not breathe. Raiden, what great power. Jack, I don't like that color scares me while shaking. Everyone was surprised by what he said. Issei, you dead and lifeless what will I do with you, simple god? Ares, how wrong I was. I thought you had salvation. It's time to die. His aura turned purple, and he said some words that the gods feared. Before creation comes destruction. At that moment they interrupted their trial. Brunhilde, father, don't kill him. Issei, why did you become fond of this insect, daughter? Brunhilde, no, father, I think it would be very easy to annihilate his soul, and for him not to exist would be a very simple and fast fate. All the gods were afraid. God said so? Issei, of course my Hawkeye allows me to destroy entire universes, but not only that, it destroys the soul of the one I kill. Everyone trembled at such a technique. Issei, what do you think, daughter? Brunhilde, let him be our servant. He hates the Valkyries for being half human, half gods, and he considers us impure. And what if he becomes a slave to what he hates most, being our slave? Ares, I will never do that. Issei, it seems perfect to me, my daughter. Murmurs. Raiden, why don't I kill him? Adam, I told you that you are his favorites. If you ask him for something, he will make that dream come true. In the box. Issei, my 13 daughters and Eve, I will give each one a wish that they want me to do. I can even kill the gods. So everyone asked for things they thought were impossible, but he did them, and they were even more surprised when Brunhilde spoke. Brunhilde, I want the universe in the palm of my hand. Issei, okay. ISO appears a sphere shaped like a universe. Issei, there you have it. Brunhilde, I didn't want this, I wanted to rule it. Issei, what a shame, daughter, but I already fulfilled it, and be careful, if this breaks, this universe will be destroyed. In that he felt a great fear of the gods, he fulfilled everything. Gal, Papa Puppy Eyes. Issei, yes, daughter. Gal, I can be the highest authority of the gods of this universe. Issei, okay, daughter. At that a great current of power entered Gal. Gal, great, while he jumped and hit nothing and everything around was destroyed. Oops, ha ha ha. Brunhilde, no, that's what I should have asked for, and now what do I do with this? Brunhilde, it's not fair, I want another wish. While crying comically. Issei, okay, just this one, but I'll take yours away. Brunhilde, while she was lacking joy, father, I want to be the supreme entity of the universe, ha ha ha, take this, Gal, you of the gods, but I of the universe, luro luro. In the seats. Raiden, I don't think he'll do that right. Adam, don't doubt a father's love for a daughter. Once Eve wanted a unicorn and it literally took him a full week to create it. Sasaki, I don't think so. Issei, fact, your head will hurt from knowledge and your body from power. At that they felt a very monstrous power in Brunhilde that the gods who insulted her were already afraid. Brunhilde, jajajaj. She laughed madly. Issei, okay, someone is hungry. Zeus, but Gal can't be our queen. The atmosphere changed to a freezing one and his eyes became cold. Issei, my daughter can't, she can, and she is now her queen, and be glad that Ares is her slave, because if not he would be dead, and you don't want to accompany the snake, right? Zeus, okay, brother. Issei, I didn't listen. Zeus, okay, brother. Issei, well done, Brunhilde, I want you to help Gal and his government, okay. Brunhilde, but W. Issei, no dogs, you will help your little sister. Do you understand? Brunhilde, yes, 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 yes. Issei, good, I'm leaving now. Take care of yourselves and my children, don't get hurt. Bye. And Issei left in a portal, and the humans left knowing that they had a father who loves them. Sasaki, wait, why did you yell at your daughter, that she was spoiled? Adam, yes, but you know that Gaul is the youngest and is the one who gets the most benefits. Okay, let's go now. And so humanity survived and the gods were sent to Infernox for their incompetence, and Gaul reigned over them, and Brunhilde helped her, although sometimes she wanted to hit her. She threatened her, saying that Dad would get angry. Chapter 4, Clearing Things Up and Second Trip. In the middle of the meeting room of the factions, they were talking about topics that were not very important for the FIC, but then a portal appeared in the middle from which Issei came out very happy. Zeus and Issei, why are you so happy? Issei, nothing, it's just that my little girls greeted them and gave them a gift for leaving, and it helped me de-stress. Because his voice became very cold, I punished your version 808 for wanting to do Ragnarok. All the gods trembled, especially Zeus, who remembered well that his brother's tortures were so scary that even Hades himself was afraid of being in a torture chamber with him, because he would be traumatized. Zeus, and tell me what my 14 nieces asked you for. Of course I wanted to change the subject. I didn't want to know their sad ending. Issei, happy, yes, each one asked me for different things. The one that cost me the most was Brunhilde and Gaul. Zeus, what did they ask you for? Issei, Gaul to be the queen of the goddesses, and Brunhilde asked me for a wish, but I changed it for Gaul's wish. Zeus, he sister brother, you're not serious. You wouldn't give that girl such a position, would you? Issei, no, I wouldn't do it. Zeus, sigh, I'm glad, I was worried. Issei, but you should have seen her face. She's my Chinakata. Here in my city it is called the spoiled youngest daughter, and I couldn't say no to her. All the gods fell anime style. Zeus, and what did Brunhilde ask for? Not what I'm thinking. If that girl is given power, she's already half crazy, but with more power. Issei, or he asked me to be the most powerful in his universe. Zeus, her Herman brother tell me no. Issei, or yes, I admit, she is in charge of taking care of Gaul. Although she got angry, I warned her that I would turn her into a donkey. All the gods lost their color and fainted. Time skipped 20 minutes. Poseidon, I dreamed that my niece Gaul was queen of the gods and Brunhilde was a very powerful being who would have such power. Ha ha ha, how good it is that it is just a dream. Elohim, you did not dream. Poseidon, ha yeah. Brother, tell me you don't know that they are capable of putting dictatorships on us simple gods. And oh her, yes, Brunhilde influences her, my little niece. What will she do to my other self? Issei, yes, I would deny it, but if they saw the 14, they saw me with those puppy eyes, I couldn't resist, and they know how I am with my girls. At that some auras rose strongly, and they were Issei's ex-harem. Rias, my cute Issei, tell me which hitch you slept with to have those super daughters of yours. Akeno, you fufu, that deserves a punishment. Gabriel, his wings blinked. Issei, tell me what you did. You forgot that I am your wife, but I forgive you, we can raise them together, you know. Issei, cold voice, silence. Everyone fell silent and several gods hid because they remembered their Adamus, because he wanted to touch Eve and Adam hit him, but that would be normal, right? Well, no, the bad thing is that he swore to grape Eve and that a kind of torture happened for gods who need it, and gods that were never the same again. Others were so traumatized that they did not even leave their homes for fear. Issei, how do I tell you, I don't hate you. Rias, then my Lin comes back. Issei, let me finish my period hair. I don't hate you. I feel a great lack of interest in all of you. Issei, tell me how you were unfaithful to me. Issei, that aura to draig, or I'm surprised that they took you out of the boss gear as you want me to call you. Mio, call me Mio darling, and tell me how you were unfaithful to me. Issei, you're very hypocritical, you know. Despite having hex and boosted gear with that guy, it doesn't mean that I didn't find out. You didn't notice he? Mio, I would never be unfaithful to you while trembling. Issei, and the mark you possess. Mio, what brand? No. Impossible. If we only did it in a mental space, it shouldn't happen if I'm a virgin. Issei, that's your problem. That mark is made of your own power that you didn't even realize. How stupid, and let me tell you something. The dragon mark doesn't just mark the body, it marks your soul. It's almost impossible to remove it, isn't it? That's where Ophis appears. Ophis, my dear dragon, let's forget about this if you know that I love you. Her appearance was scary. It seemed that she had not slept. That would not affect anything. But her eyes had no shine and were red, and she was disheveled with her hair messy. Issei, how bad you look, Ouroboros. Ophis, call me by my name, Issei, my dear little dragon. Issei, why do you call me that? I'm a scum, a miserable being, a low-class dragon. Ophis, I only said it out of anger, if that's all. Issei, I would create you, but tell me that mark that you tried to hide. Ophis, how? Issei, simple, her aura has a touch of that disgusting being, you are just like her. Ophis, don't compare me with her. She was furious, but who was she? Issei, not even his betrayal hurt me as much as yours. But in the gap a red-haired woman was crying her eyes out as she watched everything. But who is she? Issei, what did I come for? Hades, I think you just came to tell us about our nieces and how the Valkyries are doing, huh? Very innocent, because if they checked their territories, training in the Infernox was torture. Tsukuyami, I think it was to check our territories. Issei, that's good, thank you. Gods, traitor. Issei, what did they say? Gods, nothing, while waving their arms comically. Rosswise, a moment like Valkyries and like they are your daughters, that makes me. Issei, don't confuse my daughters with failed attempts at a. Rosswise, but. Odin, it's time for you to know the truth. You and the others are creations of Gondel and me, inspired by the Valkyries. They were very powerful, half human and half god, creations of my brother. Elohim inherited that. He loves each of his creations like his children. But these 13, being the first, are my brother's favorites. Searches, a question if it doesn't bother you that you created your Issei. Issei, simple, my creations were the planets, heaven, hell, and my first living beings were Adam and Eve, my dear Eve. Michael, that's a lie, father, I believe in humans. Elohim, shut up, brat. Michael, yes, father decayed. Elohim, and it is true that he created each Adam and Eve, in short, he created humans and all those who have kinship like the Valkyries. Azazel, I understand, but tell me, what is the Infernox? All the gods trembled at that name. Issei, I created it for the scum of the scum, like traitor gods or people who dare to end peace. This hell is a walk in the park compared to its first level. Sir, what level? There are more. Issei, yes, the most the gods lasted was a century at level 1. But there are more, and few people have achieved my fury like Adamus. He is there and is on the 3rd floor suffering, and in total there are 13. Azazel, who is Adamus? Issei, I'll tell you another day in time to review. Oh, I didn't even tell you Zeus. Zeus, what? Issei, your son Ares, if I remember correctly, is simple. He wanted to hit my daughters in 808. Zeus, he trembled. What did you do to him? Issei, I was going to destroy it with my Hakai. Zeus, while trembling more, and you destroyed it. Issei, no. Zeus, why more relaxed? Issei, my daughters didn't think it would be a good idea and said that he hated everything related to inferior beings and was going to send him to Infernox too. Zeus, and what did you do? Issei, they suggested being a simple human deer. Azazel, impossible, a deity cannot be human. Issei, no, in fact I am the one who decides who he is and not God, and said and done, I did it. I turned him into a human, and he is his servant, although Brunhild I think is going too far. Zeus, angry, why did you do that to my son? Issei, you cold, you dare to question me. What makes you think that I can't send you to Kronos being a human? Zeus, he trembled, I regret my insolence. That is why I exalt myself. Issei, okay, and I hope the same thing doesn't happen. If there are arrogant gods, I will turn them into humans until they prove themselves worthy, and if they are unpleasant like womanizing gods or rapists or nothing that I approve of, cold voice, they will feel the power of a true god of destruction with my Hakai. Zeus, I'm dead if Hera gives me away. Yes, brother, don't worry, I am very faithful to my beloved wife Hera, isn't it true? While begging with his eyes. Hera, you owe me one, don't even worry. Issei, okay, time for the god review. Damn, dude, it seems like there's an imbalance in the spiritual world with the spiritual god. I better go. I hope you're okay. Issei left in a portal. Zeus, saved by the bell. Hera, you owe me something very big. Zeus. Zeus, I feel like I'm going to suffer something worse than the Infernox, the fury of a woman. Chapter 5 Bleach. Here the Bount and Akenos were all killed, they were all captured, including Korea. Captain Commander Yamamoto, today we will decide the fate of the Bount and the traitor Shinobi, apart from the civilians who conspired against us. He was going to continue until the Spirit King appeared and everyone knelt except Ichigo, and those who didn't know who he was. Spiritual King, it's coming while trembling. Yamamoto, Captain Commander, why are you shaking, sir? Spiritual King, he is coming. Yamamoto, who's coming, sir? Spiritual King, he will kill me or worse, he will make me go to the Infernox hysteric. Yamamoto, sir, who would be capable of speaking? Until a portal opened in the middle of the courtroom that gave off absolute power. Sate that we have a court here, or look if it's my little Otutu. Spiritual King, what are you doing here? I thought you would rest a little longer, I don't know, 1 or 2 centuries more or less since you woke up. I simply saw that there was a disorder, your kingdom is fluctuating a lot. Spiritual King, okay, Nissen trembling. What are you shaking about? You just have to be afraid if you just didn't listen to me. Tell me you listened to me and tell me, did you listen to me? Spiritual King, SSS.SS, yes, of course, yes. Then why did I review what happened and I didn't like it? It seems like you're lazy, sitting on a throne and you call yourself a spiritual king. Spiritual King, WH, it was a lot of work and I wanted to rest, so you think Code 13 is incredible, right? True, incredible. Spiritual King, truth. If it weren't for the fact that we know that outside of Godai 13 there is poverty, death, illness, tell me, you know that while his aura rose higher and almost everyone knelt down. Kenpachi, I want to fight with you, I tremble just feeling you. Per your partner, I will make him rest. At that moment everyone saw awake and saw how the stranger had Kenpachi's sword and dissolved it. Yamamoto, how is it possible? She is a Zanpakuto, and he destroyed her until her soul was destroyed. Kenpachi, why did you do it? Simple, suffered a lot, I will help you so that you can meet your new partner. Everyone was surprised to see a sword just like Kenpachi's, only it was intact and he was crying. Kenpachi, thank you. You're welcome, I'm very kind, so I came here. Spiritual King, I think I'm happy. Kenpachi, you said that poverty causes diseases outside of Godai 13. Spiritual King, kills you. I like you a lot, you are a great friend, look, I'll make you meet your new friend. At that moment, Kenpachi's incredible increase was felt. Kenpachi, great. So how will I punish you again? How about Infernox for a few days and you're in luck, your brothers from 808 are still there because they wanted to kill my children. King Spiritual, mercy. No. Yamamoto, I hate to interrupt, but who are you, simple human? Spiritual King, I'm sorry Oni-san, you have no mercy. Yes, I think I did not present myself well. He changed his energy to Ryatsu, and took out his wings and showed purple eyes. My name is Issei, the god of gods, the deity that is worshipped by deities, so and brother of this deity, or called spiritual god, I regret your stupidity, I will take care of solving your problems. Yamama, what do you mean stupid? Issei, or simply outside these walls there is a lot of caves, and those souls are literally the souls of my children, not like you were born from the power of my Otuto and reproduced. Kushiski, MMMIC, and tell me what function you fulfill among the deities. Issei, AAA, yes, I am their older brother, I taught them what they know, I am the creator of all the power of everything known of everything. Everyone was surprised to hear about that. Ichigo, tell me, do you have a Zanpakuto? Issei, yes, it's just that I'm too lazy to summon it, and if I bring it, it will kill me for not telling it to wake up. Ichigo, okay, and tell me, could you help me with my hollow? Issei, or if that's simple, let me help you become one. Issei, ready? Ichigo, seriously, it's that easy, there's nothing more. Issei, everything in its time, an hour of Infernox, and that they judged. In that they told him everything that had happened, and he felt an incredible coldness, and his Ryatsu rose to such a strong extreme that everyone knelt down. Issei, they tell me that they allowed that, and that humanity practically experimented on my children with souls, and my artificial children were hunted, and that the only person who wanted them to be in peace was expelled and prohibited from entering, in addition to sealing it. Yamamoto, while trembling with fear, yes. Issei, I will repair this error. In that he rose to the sky and took out wings, and his eyes turned red and revived all the bounce, while Karuya cried seeing this. Karuya, thank you very much. Issei, you're welcome, my son, I will always take care of my children. Karuya, as we call it. Issei, before resting, humans called me God. Karuya, thank you, father. Issei, you're welcome, and now Ototo, tell me, will you do what I told you to tear down those walls and create a peaceful and utopian society? Spiritual King, of course. Issei, fine, but first, about 3 centuries in the Infernox will be nothing. Spiritual Kings, no pi, it didn't end because a portal ate it. Yamamoto, he will be gone for 3 centuries. Issei, yes, in our time it will be 3 hours, and now I say goodbye, my children. Karuya, but father, don't abandon us. Issei, don't forget, son, I'll always be here, while pointing to his heart, and take care of your brothers, and Kenpachi take care of my children. Kanochi, of course, friend. Then the retirement one. Ichigo, I don't think Kenpachi would become friends with the deity. Yamamoto, yes, of course, who is hungry, it was a lot to take in. Here everything happened like the anime, only it was easier to defeat them thanks to the bounce, and Ichigo never lost his powers because Issei solved it for him. Chapter 6, No Game No Life. Issei was traveling quietly, checking the dimensions until he found one where the gods killed each other and survived, the only one who did not get involved in that war, and decided to go investigate. We see Atet, the god of games, the absolute king in that dimension, the god who wanted to make every problem be solved by means of games that he now made simple. To tremble with fear, his elder Oni-san came, and did not know how to explain the situation. He would surely understand what the gods were saying, but what about the games? He was aware of the treatment received towards humans because the other races cheated, and that is why he brought those human brothers to balance the scales. But how to atone for so much time of mistreatment towards them until a portal opened in front of his throne? Issei, and the other gods. Ototo. Tet, nervous, look at my memories. Issei, okay, so that happened here, I will send them to the second Infernox. Tet, fear brother, don't you think it's too much? Issei, they don't know the rules, and wait, I'm not done with you, pinwheels. Then 2 windlasses appeared. Molinite 1, yes sir, what's happening? Issei, find the deities of this dimension except Tet, and take them to the second Infernox. Molinite 2, what sin did they commit? Issei, they tried to kill each other to rule this world. Molinite 1 and 2, okay master. They withdrew. Issei, that's all decided by games, it's good and bad too. Tet, scared, I'm sorry Anai-san, it's just that I never had a decision and I got desperate and I put those mandates. I know that the 16 races that there are cheat. Forgive me. Issei, if you are the smallest of all and you tried to fix this dilemma by bringing 2 very good people into play, and I will forgive you this time. Tet, thanks. Issei, we're not done yet, bring the leaders of each race. Tet, nervous, don't worry, I'll take care of it. Issei, seriously, you are questioning my authority. Tet, trembling, Gomen. Issei, okay, look, I don't have much time. I have to check on the Olympians and I can't do it. I have a lot of problems to solve. Tet, okay, I'll gather them now. Time skip. There were 17 people in total. Elf, who mentioned us? Everyone was shouting at each other because they were confused until a child appeared. Tet, hello leaders of each race, my name is Tet. Elf, you brought us brat. Angel, Wow, how funny, a simple human brought us here. Tet, let me finish. Okay, I am known as the god of games. Dark elf purr. Tet, no buts, and I brought them here because someone came to correct my mistakes, and of course to see what the rulers of each race were like, how they got their position by cheating. Ogre, we would never do that. Tet, I can't trust you, and that's why someone very important came. Mermaid, but who would be more important? Tet, Ho simple know that he is a primeval god. Sora, according to what I know, they are the first gods. Tet, correct. Shiro, but they said that all the gods died and only you remained. Tet, correct, if they died. Fairy, so if they died, who would it be? Tet, simple, I will explain it quickly and easily, he comes from another dimension. Sora, what other dimension? Tet, you see, there are several dimensions, others have gods who take care of them and others that do not need protection. Shiro, Ho, then a primordial god will come from so many that there are. Tet, sad, well, it's the last one left. Sora, what do you mean last? Tet, you see, before we did not exist nor did these dimensions. Shiro, so there was a war or what? Tet, melancholic, more or less there was a creator of everything, he was considered a prodigy in everything and it was true, he was the first creation, then came more and more creations, only they existed, we did not even exist. Sora, and what happened for them to die? Tet, I don't know for sure because our Issei and the Progenitor god didn't want to tell us, but Father the creator of everything told us that there was rebellion and that they played with his heart to take away his power and conquer everything. Shiro, like Lucifer. Tet, exactly, enough of talking, whoever shows up is better. Everything went dark and a light appeared and epic music was heard. I introduced myself, he took out his wings and flew. I am the god of gods, the only one who judges, I am the highest authority and creator of worlds and species, I created humanity and the planets, I am Issei, and he struck a pose. They all had anime-style drops. Fairy, always does that. Tet, yes, it's just that he constantly changes what he says to make it sound cooler. Issei, I heard you and that was cruel, while crying comically. Everyone fell on their backs. Dark elf, and this is a primordial god, I don't feel anything from him. Issei, seriously, I better transform my energy into magic. Everyone knelt, even Tet. Tet, and Issei, and lower your power. Issei, Goman, let me go. Tet, okay, better take care of your business. Issei, okay, simple mortals and my children, I have summoned you here to talk about the rules that Tet imposed. Shiro, I'll change them. Issei, correct, they are very game-like, aren't they? Sora, but I like it that way. Issei, me too. Shiro, then why change them? Issei, if they notice, they cheat in games and nothing happens if you don't complain. Sora, it's true, I've seen them cheat and nothing appears, no punishment. Issei, exactly, I like you and I will correct these points and I want you to tell your kingdoms, and if someone disobeys this time there will be punishment. Mermaid, what punishment? Issei, death. Everyone swallowed dry, even Tet. Tet, wouldn't that be going too far? Issei, yes, but it is necessary. I have investigated and many took several lands from humans and by cheating. Demons, lie, we would never do something like that. Issei, exactly you, but your subordinates will listen. Everyone remained silent at that question except the brothers. Shiro, no wonder humans lost 90% of their territories. Sora, that's why it's hard to win if you cheat. Issei, correct, and now I will fix that order. Issei rose to the sky and began to shine and 10 words appeared on his face. Issei, reset, change of regulations, maintain decrees, modified decrees, use of trap, defined punishment, death, save changes. Shiro, you seemed like a game programmer to me. Issei, yes, I know that now, I'm leaving and I hope you report this to your kingdoms. Sora, one question. Issei, yes, do it. Sora, he told us a story, Tet, you were the god that they manipulated to rule everything. Issei, his hair covered his eyes and tears came out, yes. Sora, How could you be such a powerful being? They tricked you. Issei, sometimes love clouds your vision, and there is no worse blind person than the one who does not want to see. Sora, I understand. I'm sorry to ask something like that. Issei, don't worry, I was curious, now I'm leaving. Issei left. Sora, so that's why they cheated on him, love, and tell me that's the reason why he rested. Tet, he cried while his eyes were covered by his hair. If that is the reason, although he always smiled with us, he never cried, but when he was alone we wanted to know what he did alone, and it was crying. He simply cried. We asked father what was wrong. He told us only a few things and said that he would not rest if we did not finish our training. Sora, and what did they do at that time? Tet, all the gods trained like crazy. We wanted to free him from his burden, and when he found out. Shiro, should I yell at them or something? Tet, no. He simply cried with joy. He told us how much he loved us. He told us not to overexert ourselves. He always cared about everyone, and when we finished we each had to create a part of the world that we would take care of. Sora, he said he created everything. Tet, yes, it was our gift for finally graduating. According to him, he created each of us our own palace and world. Even though we told him it wasn't necessary, he did it anyway. He even went to the trouble of creating each of us a personalized palace like this one. And it was true, they had a palace full of games and everything related to games. Tet, he knew us better than we all agreed not to disappoint him, but the seal of our memory. Sora, why? Tet, he said he would rest and no one should know about him, and he sealed our memories until he returns. Shiro, what a good brother. Tet, yes, it was, and we all cried when he said something before leaving. Shiro, what did he say? Tet, he said eat well, take care of each other without me, and get your first girlfriend, that is, I hope to be an uncle when I get back. That last thing embarrassed us all. Sora, and he really created us. Tet, yes, he really created them, but father said that his beloved wanted to create creatures similar to them, only without wings. Sora, don't tell me that. Yes, despite being betrayed by her, he loved her until the end and fulfilled his dream. Shiro, and why did you bring us? Tet, to balance the scales. Sora, but there were several worlds to choose from because we specifically. Tet, they reminded me of those moments when he took care of us like you. Sora, take care of Shiro. Sora, okay, it's time for Ernos, I think. Tet, yes, goodbye. And I send them to their world. Tet, meeting, I already know the reason. If it's me, Tet, I discovered some information. Okay. Chapter 7, The Creator of Humanity. It will be a battle chapter. I want them to hit the gods of Shumatsu no Valkyrie, and we are also in the second battle, Zeus vs. Adam Cave. We see an Issei in a portal walking somewhat sad because he remembered something that changed him. Memory. Issei, why are you doing this to me? You are weak. I would never fall in love with someone weak, and besides, he is better. Another place. 2. I used you to improve, you are useless. Issei, why are you doing this to me? 3. Or simple friend, you are usable. End of memory. Issei cried unconsciously. Issei, what's wrong with me? I must forget. And out of nowhere a memory came to Issei. Issei, so in some dimensions they did not recover their memories, and also another Ragnarok smiles. How fun to know if those gods trained, and even better to appear at the best moment. Ha 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 ha, how fun, very fun. Issei transported himself and saw that it was almost the same as 808, only that they were in the second fight of Zeus versus Adam. Issei, I want to see how far my son goes, and from what I see not even they remember me. How sad. So this is how an abandoned grandfather feels in an asylum. How sad, he cried comically, and he did kill the snake. How good, one less punishment. Watch this video. I don't want to narrate that fight until minute 217, and if it doesn't load, look for it as the rap of Adon de Zero. I really like this rap. Okay, let's continue. When Adam was about to grab Zeus, someone grabbed him and took him away. Everyone was intrigued to see who dared to get into a duel. Heimdall, I don't know what happened. It seems that someone took Adam out of the wheel, and who will be so brave or stupid? Issei, you did well, son. Adam, Who are you? Issei, the one who gave you those eyes. Adam, father. Issei, everything will become clear, wait for me, rest, but don't ever make your children cry, especially Eva. Adam, I know, don't remind me. A greenish aura healed Adam and everyone watched in surprise. Random God, who are you, dirty mortal? God 4, if he is just a simple human, they should kill him. Issei, what annoying gods, don't you think, Zeus? In the box. Gaul, who is that human, dear sister? Brunhild, I don't know, but this feeling of a father is familiar. Zeus, who do you think you are, human? Issei, or nobody important, just a simple modest god. Poseidon, impossible, a god is a perfect being, you are insignificant. Hades, do you really want to die? Issei, ha 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 ha. How arrogant. Gods, kill the human. Gods 4, if you kill him and excavate his head. Issei, a good time in the Infernox wouldn't hurt them. The gods trembled without knowing why. Zeus, what is that place? Issei, you will soon know. I will make a small punishment, and then I will reveal myself, but first. Issei, took the Heimdall horn. Hello humans, I am someone not very important, but today I will teach the gods a lesson and I will introduce myself properly as it should be. After all, it is the essence of a knight, ha ha ha. Issei stood still. Zeus, gods, put an end to it. Minor gods attacked. Ignore the beginning and the meteors are only when I humiliate the shinobi. Issei, how easily I got bored. All humans had hope and the gods who did not attack were angry. Issei, now the heavyweights know. Odin, Thor, take charge. Thor, okay, I hope you don't die from the first hit. Thor attacked Issei with his hammer, awakened because he sensed danger. Thor, why did you wake up? Issei, I feel the danger, after all I gave them those weapons. Thor, as if you gave us. Issei, you will know soon. Thor attacked with his final blow with which he defeated Lubu, but he was surprised that he hit him, and he stopped it with a single finger. Everyone was surprised by that until the hammer broke. Thor, impossible, impossible. Issei, I'm sorry about this. At that, Poseidon attacked with who wanted to Demeter, a flood of 40 days and 40 nights. Issei did not move and seemed to bounce until Poseidon struck his heart, and it broke in half. Poseidon, how is it possible? Issei, how weak you became. Poseidon, I never saw you as I became weak. Issei, ha ha ha, it seems like I'm talking too much, better sleep. In that, he hit Poseidon in the back of the neck, knocking him out as well as Thor, who was still in shock. Issei, 2 minus the next one. Shiva, I will destroy you. Shiva started with quick blows that didn't even move Issei and decided to use her fire dance. Shiva, burn yourself. Issei, it's hot. Shiva relentlessly hit Issei until he stopped because his fists were broken. Shiva, as Issei, sleep. He did the same with the other two, causing Odin to try to hit him along with Loki. Issei, father and son, how interesting. Loki, I will kill you. Issei, how pathetic. They kept hitting Issei until he found an opening and hit Loki's abdomen, and broke his arm. Then he threw him next to Odin and sent a sphere of energy at them, and they fainted. Issei, only you are left, Zeus. Zeus, who are you really? Issei, you will soon know that I am stressed now and I want to release pressure. Zeus brutally hit Issei's back. He hit him everywhere, causing smoke to rise. Zeus thought he had already defeated him until Issei, you considered becoming a Zeus, you're great, ha ha ha. Zeus, imposy. Impossible. You are a simple mortal and I am a god. Issei, you're wrong about that, Zeus, I'm not human, I'm a kami. Gildarts is Issei and Natsu is skinny Zeus. Issei, rest soon, everything will rebel. Silence was the only thing that reigned. Humans saw this in disbelief. A human defeated the gods. Heimdall, a historical fact, a single human defeated all the gods and without breaking a sweat. Ina Agora. Gaul, who is he? Brunhild, I don't know, and I don't think he's human. I've never found a record of him. He brings together most of us Valkyries. What is he like? He's a threat. Gal, okay, sister. All the gods slowly woke up and became frightened of him. Issei, don't fear me, we'll talk about this. After everyone woke up, Issei spoke. Issei, it's time to introduce myself and break the seal. He rose to the sky and took out wings that surprised everyone, and his eyes turned purple, which was very intimidating. I introduce myself. I am the god of gods, the one who raised the primordial gods, the most handsome, the hexiest, the most. Humans, we get it with anime-style drops. Issei, Dark Cloud, nobody respects me anymore. Okay, where did I leave it? And the creator of humans and everything related to it. Human 59 God. Issei, correct, you prayed to me, you called me God in the Catholic religion. Human 109, then why weren't you there? Issei, I'll show them. At that a screen was shown and everyone saw, and the gods, their memory was recovered and they knelt trembling. Zeus, I will die. No, what do I do, and why did I want to kill his children? Poseidon, he will take me to Infernox to humiliate me to get rid of my egocentrism. I don't want to be a punching bag again. These and more thoughts were what ran through the minds of the gods until 14 streaks of light hit Issei. Issei, daughters, how are you doing? Did you get a boyfriend? Oliva, red potatoes. Issei, I just don't want them to be spinsters for life like someone I know. Brunhild, Daddy crying, I missed you so much. Hrist, Dad, I missed you so much. She gets angry, how could you leave us, and she hits him in the lower part. Issei, oh, that's why it hurt me, because I think you're Tsundere, and he cried blood comically. Zeus and Isan. Issei, Zeus, you cold Zeus, how dare you do something as stupid as Ragnarok? I want an explanation, or you will die. Zeus, Goldman is that they contaminated and extinguished many species. I thought they were no longer necessary. Issei, some XXX in the Infernox, you and all the gods that I trained. Poseidon, and Isan, can I ask for a foot? Issei, hey my dear Poseidon, the Taurus demons want a perfect punching bag for you to learn from your mistakes. Possessed, but. Issei, no buts, and time for them to go. Ares hit Issei, and Hermes was sweating coldly at this event. Issei, what are you doing? Ares, I will not allow you to do this, you dirty low-class god. Issei, brother, it's your decision, die or be punished. Zeus, punish him. Issei, Issei, the progenitor god, the creator of the universe and humans, condemn you to spend an eternity being a human. Ares, as if you could do something so difficult. Ares fell silent because his body hurt, and he began to shrink until he became a malnourished, skinny man. Ares, scared, how is it possible? Issei, simple, I am the one who decides who is and who is not a deity, and it is also fun. 13 Valkyries, Dad, we want a wish. Issei, okay, but don't exaggerate. 13, okay, evil aura. Issei, I think I'll be very bad after this. Each Valkyrie asked for different things like infinite food, and the one that surprised her the most was her daughter, who was the strongest in physical strength, who approached her and asked to be with Raiden as a partner. Issei, finally one of my daughters will not die a spinster. 12, hey, that's offensive. Issei, but it's true. 12, it's true, sad. Issei, and Gal, what do you want? Gal, Daddy, I want. Issei, yes you do, my daughter. Gal, I want to be the strongest to protect my sisters. I don't want someone to die again for being weak and not being able to help. Issei revived Lu Bu and the Valkyrie. Issei, okay Gal, Mo, don't worry. Issei turned her into a very strong being. Issei, okay, almost all of them are gone, only you, Eva, and Brunhild are missing. Brunhild, I want to be the judge of the gods. If someone commits sins, I will decide their fate. Issei, okay, and ready now, my little princess Eva. Brunhild, ha 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 ha. Eva, Dad, I want my children to be happy and not suffer anymore. Humanity was moved by that act. Issei, always so good, and I will fulfill it. Issei rose and destroyed the earth before their eyes, and they saw how he created a new one where everything was in utopia. Issei, ready now, everyone will be equal and happy. Eva, thanks Dad. Issei, you're welcome, and I'd better leave. I have to do more work, and remember humans, I will always be with you, but first Pinwheels, take the gods I mentioned to the Infernox with their due punishment, and Zeus, when you think your son is ready, press that button, and he will be a god again. Zeus, thanks Issei, and you can rejuvenate me. Issei, I don't understand how the lesser god is older, but I will still freeze your time. And Zeus was young again, and was going to give thanks until several windmills took them away. Zeus, hiya brother, we can talk about it. He did not enter the portal like civilized people. Issei, bye, take care Zeus, I hope you come back in one piece. Chapter 8, God and Demon Slayer. We see a thoughtful Issei had just found out that several dimensions did not recover their memories for two reasons. One, because they were weak, and two, because when they woke up they did not release much power, and that is why the seal was not broken. Well, there were two seals. One was the easy one that was broken in all the worlds except the second. This one was put there for safety. Issei cries comically, why now I have to go to those worlds to solve the problems, what a laziness. He kept complaining about going to those worlds because there were not few, there were many. Issei, I have an idea, if the world is in chaos I will help them, but if they are okay I will leave them, ha ha ha, how smart I am, less work for me. After that scene he kept thinking until he felt a disturbance in the balance of yin and yang. He wondered what caused this. He used his all-seeing vision, and saw a realm of magic that was fighting, and he said to himself that it is not dangerous, but images came to his mind, so they will break free and conquer several worlds. Okay, what is that? Dimension called Black Clover, how interesting, it's been a while since I used Yamato. The second way is when he gets serious or wants to finish something quickly. A spirit came out of the sword. Veronica, Virgil femme, you dead? When were you thinking of waking us up? Issei, sweating cold, wait, it's just that I didn't have time, and you know things got difficult, right? Veronica, okay love, I forgive you this time, but my sister will surely hit you for taking so long. Issei, I know, don't remind me, and you don't want to stretch your legs, you know. Veronica, but what the hell? Issei, look at my memories, but only the last one's okay. Veronica, okay, I hope you tell me what you did while we were gone. Issei, trembling, yes, I hope he doesn't kill me when he finds out I wanted a harem, he'll kill me. Okay, you can go later, I'll need you know, right? Veronica, yes, I know, I would like to hit some idiot gods, after all they named me that, not the ice god and demon slayer, the first ones made by your spiritual power, the first ones to kill gods or not, love. Issei, seriously, yes, I already know. The first weapons used to kill the proud gods were happy, but then they took shape and consciousness of their own, and I fell in love with both of them, or not, my beloved Veronica. Veronica, yes, I'll rest a little, I'm not completely awake yet. I hope you don't look at other women or Yamato appears in his noble parts, you already know the consequence. Issei, trembling with fear, yes, ca Carrie darling, I would never do that, even I, a god of gods, fear women. I will die in the worst way when I tell them my memories. After that scene they kissed and prepared to leave, except for Veronica, who disappeared to rest. Issei, okay, I'll go see that fight, maybe I'd like to kill one or another cheap demon, I like their faces knowing that they are insects, ha ha ha. I wonder how the Infernoxes, my 13 knights, were in charge. I don't know why I chose to make the Infernox like the sanctuary of Athena. Well, it would be the other way around, my sanctuary. I'll see how the knights are. Surely the demons have already informed them of my awakening. Surely they will be excited, but trembles they will kill me for not warning, and worse, if they find out what I did when I was sleeping. I'd better go see the world. Issei opened a gap to those dimensions. Issei went to see and made himself invisible and watched a good fight. Very good fight, only until 5:21 and all the captains were present, very tired. Asta, Captain. Enough. At that moment when they held Yami they cut him. Everyone was surprised and happy. They looked everywhere looking for their savior, while the one who tried to take Yami was on the ground with blood and could not regenerate. I will call him Dante. Dante, furious, show yourself, damn it. TSK demons always so arrogant, but from what I see you are a human with the power of one. Lucifer, run, Dante is dangerous. Dante, he's just a human being, and I don't have a feeling about him. why do you want him to run? Lucifer, the name escapes, it's normal, his aura scares me. Dante was surprised by that, maybe the king of the devils was afraid of someone. Sate, what will I do with you, little Nonio? Dante, show yourself a coward, perhaps you are afraid of me. Silence reigned, but a great gust of wind raised a lot of dust. I, coward, would never fight against someone as weak as you. Dante, I'll kill you! How arrogant to kill me, the one who rises above all that exists. Dante, don't make me laugh, a ninja, human, like you won't do anything to me. Dante raised all his power, frightening many. The previous enemy was an ant compared to him, and they were afraid. Julius barely had any magic because he did not recover his power. They had no salvation, or so they thought. How boring you are, that is all your power. How weak you are, even my first general is 1,000 times stronger than you. Peretta has to fight. I thought you would be stronger, but you crazy, there is nothing better than trampling on the most arrogant beings like you, ha 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 ha. Asta, who are you? Don't show up, I'm so rude. He rises and spreads his wings. He is the first, he is the incomparable god, the first of all, the primordial god. Yami, surprised a god. Dante, don't lie, damn it, no one will kill you. Dante began attacking with punches at maximum speed. Only the captains, Asta and Yuno, could see a little, but for Issei it was child's play. That infuriated Dante even more. He got tired of hitting and decided to create swords of darkness. Dante, now I will kill you. Issei, okay, so fencing is not okay. I'll take out my weapon. Come to my weapon that cuts space, that cuts dimensions, the first of all, executioner of gods Yamato. Everyone was surprised by that sword, and even more so because it gave off great power, which made everyone tremble. Liba's sad face trembling. Asta, don't touch that sword. Better never think about facing that guy. Asta, why, love? Liba, that's a demon slayer. Telling her like that is pathetic. Just feeling that sword scares me. I think it would be capable of cutting dimensions. Never face her. Asta, okay, who are you? Yami, why do you say that, brat? While smoking. Asta, Liba told me that the weapon he has is a demon slayer, a weapon that killed thousands of demons. Julie, stars in the eyes, I want to know about him and his magic. Dante was afraid. For the first time he was afraid of that thing that was in front of him. It was not a ninja, and it was something worse than he wanted to escape, but his pride did not let him. Even his devil told him to run screaming. Dante, what are you? Issei, I already said it, I'm not Issei, the last god progenitor, the god of gods, the gods pray to me, the humans call me Kami-sama. Luck, our creator. Issei, if I believe humans, that's why you called. You will not harm my children, you will pay for your sins with your death. Everyone present was surprised. Perhaps their god, their creator, came to help them. They could not continue thinking because a trail of light sent their enemy against a mountain, disintegrating the place. Surprised it was little. They saw how a mountain ceased to exist, but then they saw something coming at maximum speed towards him. God was Dante, but without an arm and apparently without an eye. Dante, damn it! Issei, you survived because of your regeneration. How good, I will be able to play with you many times. Dante was frightened by those words. Dante, mercy. Issei, I don't know that word. And they continued fighting, or rather beating, because he hit and Anti received his blows. They continued for about 10 minutes until he got bored. Issei, I will end your suffering. Dante, crying enough pity. Issei proceeded to position himself in a pose to end this, and for the first time he unsheathed that strange katana he had, and only a blur was seen as Issei appeared on the other side while he slowly sheathed his katana until a clink was heard and Dante's body disappeared. It seemed to have exploded because only blood remained. Everyone was surprised by that, and he approached. They positioned themselves in defense out of fear, and he simply healed them and told them that they would meet at the castle in half an hour, and he disappeared. Everyone went to the castle to wait for him because they wanted answers. Time skip castle. No captain spoke. Everything was totally serious until the strange blonde-haired man appeared in the middle, totally unconcerned. Issei, what do you want to know? Julie, who are you? Issei, did I tell them or not? Julie, God himself, God who created us. Issei, bingo. Nozel, why did you appear now? Why not before? Issei, easily you could have fought all of them except him, so interfering would have caused a lot of death if not. Charlotte, that would cause so much death that God himself had to interfere. Issei, Yami, your power can cut dimensions or not? Yami, yes, I can do it. Issei, imagine an army of devils armed to the teeth, and their key is. Asta, the captain is not true, he could cut the gap that divides our world. Everyone was scared, maybe the darkness magic was so powerful. Issei, exactly, that's why I interfered. Besides, the devils should never have come to this world. It all started with the devil from your Grimorio, Asta. Everyone was surprised by that, but the stupid King Augustus spoke. Augustu, I told them it's their fault, they should lock him up together with that god and his power will be ours. Everyone looked at the king badly, but a murderous instinct flooded the room, and the cause was Issei. Issei, who do you think you are? Augusti, proud the king of this nation. Guards, arrest these two. Several guards came out and tried to attack them. Of course, trying is the key. They all died in a second, and Issei's aura rose even more. Issei, dirty scum like you makes me angry. Despite creating you in my image and likeness, I regret giving you free will. You choose that path, and I will be your judge. Everyone disappeared, and not just him. The entire Clover kingdom was in a large hall, and in the middle Issei and him were accused in a court without a lawyer. Issei, surely you will wonder who I am. I will show you. Issei made a screen appear and showed the latest events, and everyone was silent. Issei, I will judge your sins. Augusta, you can't, I'm the king. Issei, and I your creator and God who gave you life. Okay, let's begin your sins. The first, you killed several people who opposed you, you raped several women that you eventually killed, you orchestrated several riots to have more power. They want Shiva. Images were shown of the king sending nobles to kill people who were against him. One of those people was Zora's father, others where he raped women, and many other things. Zora, damn, you killed my father! Issei, how do you declare yourself in the face of this fact? Augusta, innocent. It didn't end because he was savagely electrocuted. Issei, I forgot to mention it. Every time you lie, you will receive that punishment. Psychopathic smile, and every time you lie, the force that will electrocute you will double. Everyone was trembling, especially the nobles, because they could put them in two. Issei, and don't worry, you won't leave, only your allies will go with you, but for more excitement we will hear the testimonies of your victims. Everyone wondered how, but they were even more surprised to see the people they showed appear before their eyes. Several cried with happiness, and it gave hope to Noelle and her family. Issei, let's continue. Each one passed one after another, and in the end their sentence was decided. Issei, I, your creator, have decided your punishment, and that will be death, but every noble who participated will die with you. Everyone was stunned as to what they would do now and wondered even more if their relatives would leave or stay with them. Issei, answering your prayers if they would stay with you. Everyone was happy. Zora's hugged her father while crying, and he told her you became a man, and so it happened. Augusta, no, I don't want to kill him. Several nobles went before them, but all died with just their presence. Issei, it's time to die. Issei scorned and was back in his place, only he had his katana, sheathing it little by little, and everyone knew what would happen until clink was heard and all the participants died. He was going to leave until Asta approached him. Asta, I could ask you 2 favors, please. He kneels. Issei, don't kneel, my son, and I will grant them to you because you tried hard or not. Asta, thank you. Everyone was waiting for what he would ask for. Asta, I want my brother Liba to be free and for my mother to be here with us, and if you could, I want Liba to have human form. Everyone was surprised by that wish. They thought he wouldn't do it, but it surprised them even more. Issei, easy, ready. At that, Asta's grimoire shone and someone identical to Asta came out, only with black hair and red eyes, and his mother at his side. Liba, crying, thank you very much, Mom. Asta's mother, what am I doing here, kids? I thought I died. Issei, if I brought you to life, they will tell you the rest. He points to his children and tells me which one is second. This surprised them even more. Did they think that was one? Asta, I want you to revive Noel's mother. Everyone was surprised by this, and even more so Noel and her family. Issei, why do you want me to revive her? Asta, she told me that she never met her mother. Besides, a mother should be with her daughter, right? Issei, that's why I think you're the purest soul in this world. Okay, I'll do it. Everyone was surprised and mad. Noel, perhaps they would bring their mother. A large amount of water formed and her mother came out of there. She cried and hugged her. Noelia's mom, what am I doing here? Daughter cries daughter. Noel, cries mom, comes and hugs her. Noel's mom, daughter, sniff how your brothers treated you. Her brothers trembled with fear, and Noel looked at them with a very sweet smile and decided to charge them for those years of abuse, and cried like a little girl and told them everything. Noel's mom, okay kids, I hope you are resistant to blows. She sent a great water dragon at them and they were knocked far away. Issei, it seems it's time for me to go, but first July's. July's, yes. Issei, I entrust you to be the new king. July's, but I'm very small. Issei, that's easily fixed. Issei made July's shine and he was big again. July's, thank you. Issei, you're welcome. Now bye my children, take care. All yes. Issei left in a portal. Chapter 9, Shinobi World. Issei continued to pass normally until Veronica appeared at his side. Veronica, that was boring. Tell me, what are we going to do now? Are you going to wake up my sister? Issei, I'm not sure yet. He'll kill me. I'll do it when I'm calm or need help. Veronica, okay, but remember I warned you. She died in particles and joined Issei. Issei, since I'm here, I'll check the dimensions. Issei was checking the dimensions and didn't see anything relevant at the moment until his eyes transformed into a lotus. Ignore the rest, just focus on his eyes. Issei, so a good candidate for God has been born and that world is infected with corruption. Sate, let's see, his name is Naruto Uzumaki. How interesting, hated and everything. I will help you to be the best shinobi. Naruto Uzumaki, how fun things got. Wake up Damaris. A great glow appeared and a woman appeared. Damaris means dominant. And on Naruto's back a sword appeared. Damaris was stretching until rebellion was in her jewels. Damaris, aura of death, why didn't you wake me up before? Issei was shaking with fear. He was coming up with 1,000 excuses in his mind and could only say one thing. Issei, look at my memories, but only since I woke up, right? Damaris, I wouldn't do it directly. I would see your entire memory and decide if you live or die for being unfaithful, but I hope it's a good reason, okay? Issei, okay, swallow hard, just trust. Damaris set out to see only his memories, and was surprised that they betrayed him. Damaris, so a candidate for God, not Issei, interesting. His life will be shit just because of a prophecy, and his brothers will be very arrogant, reminds me of someone. Issei just kept quiet, and she fell silent. Damaris, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Issei, I know it wasn't, let's just go, that kid is someone special. Without Damaris noticing, Issei released a treacherous tear. Issei proceeded to make a portal and they walked towards it, and saw how a fox was attacking, and everything happened like the anime, only that there were 3 babies, Naruto, Menma and Naruto. When the Shinigami finished the seal, all the time he stopped and felt a prescience that made him happy. Shinigami, Oni-san, you returned. Issei appeared from the sky with his hands behind his back and a serious look. Issei, seriously, why are you here and not in hell? Shinigami, I only know that the mortals managed to create a seal that brings me, but I refused and they offered me their souls and I also refused, but at that moment my memories returned and I decided to accept, only that my power is too much and ending up dying. Issei, I understand, but I do everything possible so that those 2 live. Shinigami, why? Issei, Jataka, the one who rules the 6 rotating realms. Shinigami was surprised. That meant something, the elevation of a new god. Shinigami, that means. Issei, If Buddha chose him as a worthy being who can achieve enlightenment, he will be his disciple and there is no way he can be a successor. Do you know that Buddha looked for someone worthy? Shinigami, he will be. Issei, yes, his earthly name will be Naruto Uzumaki, but for us deities he will be called Gautama Buddha, the successor of Buddha. I have already told you enough, do you understand? Shinigami, for enlightenment he needs to know the pain of losing his family, that's why he doesn't. Issei, yes and no, soon it will be revealed how he will ascend. Now do what I told you and communicate this to the other deities of this existential plane, okay? Shinigami, yes. After that Shinigami healed them and left without saying anything. Shinigami, remember mortal, one of your children will be called the Jataka. I know you don't know what it means, but you will soon find out. They were going to leave but the red chakra covered Naruto and they thought it was the Kyuubi. They were going to kill him but Danzo, Koharu, Hamura and Sarutobi appeared. They are good. Danzo, what are you doing, Minato? Minato, kill the demon, don't you see it? Sarutobi, don't say stupid things, you will take care of him and if something happens to him I will punish you. Minato reluctantly agreed and took the 3 babies but Naruto had little chakra compared to his brothers. He was a civilian and his brothers were Chunin, which made them think that the demon would have no chakra. Time skip 4 years. For a long time Naruto noticed how the villagers and his parents looked at him. He got along well with his sister, but today he would learn what it is to lose a true family member. Naruto on his way to meet his sister but she was different, she looked at him coldly. Flashback Naruto. Naruto was in his room until his family came in except Naruto. Naruto, what do you want? Minato, stay away from that demon. Naruto, angry, he's not a demon, he's my brother. Kushina, daughter, we do it for your own good, we will tell you something. Naruto, nothing you tell me will make me change my mind. Kushina and Minato proceeded to tell her birth story all in great detail, and she being little was easily influenced, and began to hate Naruto for taking her brother's life. End flashback. Naruto, hello Oni-san. Naruto, whisper. Naruto, what? Naruto, get away from me, you dirty demon. Naruto unconsciously began to shed tears, perhaps his sister too, his only family, was calling him a demon. He was in shock for a few moments and spoke. Naruto, why do you call me that one, san? Naruto, never call me sister again, you dirty demon. Naruto, crying, why? Naruto, my parents told me the whole truth, damn demon, I know you took over my brother's body, that's why I hate you. Naruto simply remained silent, he could not speak, he was speechless and only said a few words. Naruto, it was good while it lasted, but I knew the world was like that, right? Where there is light, there is darkness. Unfortunately, I only see darkness. I hope to find the light. See you soon, young Uzumaki. She didn't know why, but what the demon told her made her hurt, and she wondered if she did the right thing. Time skipped 2 years. During this time Naruto overcame the suffering of the loss of his sister. He thought that never again would people come to fill that heart, but he was wrong. Those he considered his only family were his grandparents Itachi, Danzo, Koharu, Hamura and Sarutobi. They were his only family according to him, but he also considered his friend and love interest Satsuki Uchiha, and today he thought of declaring his love to her, and see if they could be something clearer, great, more friends like Hanabi Hyuga, Sakura Haruno among others. Naruto slowly approached Satsuki as it was full of people since today was his birthday, and he saw Satsuki with her friends and decided to listen. Sakura, and tell me Satsuki how it goes with the demon. Satsuki, disgusted face, don't remind me, that makes me sick being with him, I only do it for Menma. In fact today I think they would expel him from his clans, and we would tell him the truth, right? Hinata, I already want to see how that pathetic demon cries. They kept talking bad about him until he came closer and spoke. Naruto had his hair covering his eyes and small tears were visible. Naruto, it's not necessary, I already know everything. Ino, so the devil already knows, ha 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 ha. They all started laughing. Naruto simply crouched down and... Naruto, thank you. Girls, hey? Naruto, thanks to you I was able to know what love, friendship, heartbreak and betrayal are, although I know that you pretended the same. Thank you for pretending to be my friends, see you later. The girls began to cry unconsciously and wondered if they had done the right thing, and more Satsuki, who was crying. Place Forest of Death. Naruto was crying, but he wasn't screaming or anything, he just smiled in the lotus pose and cried until Itachi and his grandparents appeared. Naruto, hello Gigi's and Oni-san. Itachi simply knelt down and apologized. Naruto, I forgive you, there is no one perfect and you didn't know about your sister, I just ask that you don't punish her, okay? Itachi okay too. Everything was going normally until a ball of humor appeared, a very kawaii little fox. Sarutobi, you decided to go out Kurama. Kurama, yes old man, I also have to give him my gift or not gaki. Naruto, thank you. Everyone proceeded to give them things like Itachi Uchiha pendant. Sarutobi ninja team. I dance techniques of the 5 elements. Koharu a gold necklace. Hamura some glasses. Naruto, thank you. At that a large crowd of shinobi and civilians approached and Kurama left. Along with the shinobi and civilians was the entire Hokage family. Sarutobi, what are you doing Minato? Minato, he told me that the demon is recovering chakra, that's why I decided to kill him and everyone supports me except you. In that a great battle developed of 4 against thousands, of course before falling they killed thousands and left the clan chiefs and the Uzumaki and Namake's families seriously injured. Minato, I will kill you because they are tired. But Naruto was perplexed, he thought that they died and everything turned white. Naruto, where am I? In the 6 kingdoms that revolve. Naruto, what am I doing here? Simple claim you're right. Naruto, which one? First let me introduce myself properly, I am Buddha, a god. Naruto was in shock, so he asked. Naruto, how right? Of thousands of worlds you are the one who rises between earth and sky. Naruto was even more shocked. He said that among thousands of people he chose him. Naruto, why me? Buddha, simple your soul, you are perfect, I think even superior to me if you train properly. Naruto, what good is it to me? I've already lost everything. Buddha, they are still alive, all that's missing is for your fox friend to cure them, but he would have to leave soon. Someone will arrive to train you, don't worry, he was my sensei, okay, Naruto-chan. Naruto, okay. Buddha was dissolving into pink petals and joining Naruto. Present. Naruto woke up and saw that Minato was about to kill him, and he released a golden aura. Minato, what? Naruto, do not interfere. Naruto sent everyone away from him and approached his children, and Itachi were very badly injured. Naruto, Kurama please. From a cloud of smoke came something that surprised everyone. Perhaps it was the Kyuubi, but the boy was the Kyuubi, right? Everyone began to regret it, especially his family. Especially Naruto and her friends despised an innocent man. Minato, in shock son? Naruto, unfortunately if Kurama heals them, please. Then the fox healed them and they woke up and got into an attack pose. Sarutobi, go Naruto, we will stop them long enough, run away. Kurama, you already know it, old man. But then he saw Kurama. The 5 of them let their guard down and were calm. His family wanted to approach him and hug him, but he avoided them. Naruto, crying, why are you avoiding me Oni-chan? Naruto, I have no brothers except Itachi Uchiha, my only brother. Those words hurt him so much that he knelt down and began to cry uncontrollably. Kushina, come and apologize Sochi. Naruto, yes Menma is there. Kushina, I'm referring to you Naruto Yuzu. Naruto, you are wrong, you took that last name from me, my earthly name is Naruto Gautama, yes I like that one. Kushina started crying. Minato, young man, excuse me, we didn't educate you like that. Naruto, if you never educated me or raised me or not, a father is the one who raises, not the one who engenders. That destroyed them more, but Satsuki wanted to get closer, but Itachi pointed his katana at her neck. Satsuki, why don't you let me go with my brother? Itachi, I have no family, they died today, you understand? Satsuki, but we are alive. Itachi, for me, no, my supposed sister betrayed my Oturo, and because simply for being a Jinchuriki, I feel sorry for you and my parents. How can I believe that such a good child would be the reincarnation of the Kyuubi? I do not recognize them, and today I, Itachi Uchiha, abandoned my family and repudiated them. That surprised everyone. Perhaps the prodigy Itachi renounced his family. Even worse, he denied it. But then a glow appeared. Issei, Sate, the time has finally come. Naruto, so you'll be my sensei. Issei, yes, Gautama Buddha. Naruto, how do you know my name? Issei, your destiny was to be the one who rules on land and sea. Your mortal name will disappear to become a divinity. That was your destiny. It was always your name, only you didn't know it. Nobody knew what they were talking about until. Sarutobi, who are you? Issei, how rude of me. Issei began to float, taking out his wings, impressing everyone. Issei, I am Issei, the progenitor god, the one in charge of balancing the yin and yang scales, the one in charge of training the new gods. That's why I'm here. Itachi was the first to understand. Itachi, Naruto is a god, right? Issei, ring, winning answer. Yes, Naruto Uzumaki was chosen from birth to be the Jataka, the one who rules the 6 kingdoms that revolve around that. I will take it. In Kushina and Minato's minds the strange word Jataka resonated. Perhaps this is what the Shinigami was referring to, the anointing of a new god. Danzo, you won't take him to the Fu. Naruto, Danzo GG, I want to go, that's my choice. Danzo, I know how stubborn you are, but you will come back, right? Naruto, sure, hehe. Koharu, okay, but what will you teach him? Naruto, the first 5 kingdoms are somewhat complicated, but he is a prodigy who is born every million years, so it will be easy, but the last one will be difficult. Sarutobi, what it consists of? Naruto, serious, eliminate all emotions. Everyone was surprised by that. Did he say to eliminate his emotions? Danzo, like my Rudambus. Issei, no, he has to eliminate them by his own conscience. That's why it's difficult, especially if he has strong emotions like love. Naruto, don't worry, I'll take care of eliminating them completely. Kushina, you won't take him and even less eliminate his feelings. Issei, I do it for your own good. You know that emotions brought you pure misfortunes. Your heart is fragmenting and it is the fault of all the people in this stupid place. Everyone remained silent. Perhaps the damage was so great. Issei, I would kill them all, or rather destroy this world. Everyone was scared because his aura was thousands of times worse than that of the Kyuubi. Issei, but I won't decide it. It will be Naruto who decides what to do with this world when he finishes his training. Kushina, but... Issei, no buts. Do you know what it's like to be crucified, starts crying, to be burned alive, to eat garbage, to live, to be used as a target, and many worse things? Everyone was silent because they knew they were doing it. Issei, if it weren't for me interfering, he would have died years ago. I practically gave him my blood so he could live. Everyone was in shock. Perhaps the damage was so much that he interfered and gave him his blood. Issei, it's time to go. Issei opened a portal and Naruto began to walk beside him, but... Satsuki, don't leave me, Naruto, remember together forever. Naruto, it's you, Uchiha-san, I'm sorry, it was all a lie, I hope you forgive me. Satsuki broke down and fainted, hoping that when she wakes up everything will be a dream. Naruto and Issei walked and Minato tried to stop him with the Hiraishin no Jutsu, but he arrived too late. In the portal. Naruto, what do you mean, blood? Issei, if I gave you my blood now you are like my son. Naruto was in shock. Naruto, can you tell me Ota-san? Issei, sure, Sochi, we'll start your training. Naruto, okay. Naruto was happy he just got dad and wanted to become strong to accompany him. Chapter 10, The Return. Issei and Naruto were talking. Naruto, how am I your son? Issei, well, you should have died years ago, and with your friend's chakra you wouldn't survive, so the only way for you to survive was to give you my blood and power. Naruto with stars in his eyes thought about that. Naruto, like the god of gods. Issei told him that he trained all the gods from different worlds. Naruto, so Buddha chose me? Issei, the first Buddha. Naruto, okay, and I can tell you nervous Ota-san. Issei, of course, after all we are parents and son ha ha ha. Naruto, so when will I train and for how long? Also, well, you know, I want to visit my GGs. Issei, in the Infernox where I trained every god, but you son, you are unique, you are different. Naruto, how? Issei, of all the worlds in heaven and earth, you are the one who will rise above all. Naruto, then I'll be like you. Issei, no. That depressed Naruto. Issei, you will be superior, and I am looking for a worthy successor, but first you will learn the 6 kingdoms. Naruto shook his head, wondering what it was. Issei, it is the state of enlightenment. The original Buddha achieved it in 6 years, but you will do it in 2 for sure. Naruto, yes, I will try hard, Ota-san, and I will be superior to you, but when will we go to that Infernox dimension? Issei, when you achieve enlightenment and revolve around the 6 realms, we will begin to enter seriously, and you will be my successor. Naruto, sad you will die when I am your successor. Issei, not as you think, I'm old, I want someone who is worthy and responsible to correct the gods. That's why you will be the good and the evil will only matter to you. Naruto was happy and decided to train hard, achieving enlightenment in 2 years, but the final part was difficult to ascend to deity. But I will tell it later, it will be a surprise. Naruto was about to train with his father, but he stopped him. Darkness covered Naruto. Issei, Chibi mode Ho-san, I forgot something. Naruto, what did you do now, Ota-chan? Issei, you see, in your dimension 6 years have passed. In fact, in 2 days it is the Genin graduations. Naruto, you will be. Issei, I know who I am. I forgot that time passes differently. Besides, it's time for you to go and show them the one who rules over all creation, ha 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 ha. Naruto, okay. Her appearance, and those are her glasses that were given to her. Naruto, should I go myself or can you take me? Issei, 2 decides. Naruto, solo will be. Issei, damn Gaki, I thought you wanted me to go. Naruto, I would do it, but my moms will kill you. You already said goodbye to them, I already knew you would do this. Image by Damaris. Issei, how I wish I could see the future at my own will, but okay, go son and kick their asses. Naruto, I will do it, don't worry, goodbye father. Naruto opened a portal and walked away from there. Damaris, Issei, since we are alone, what do you think? Veronica, I don't know, you already know how to make the delicious. Issei, be a man, I know you'll survive, and what can go wrong, right? They only broke my pelvis 6 times, nothing bad happened. Girls, I think it would be good to rest. It didn't end because he was pulled into a dark room and only moans and very manly tears were heard. With Naruto. He appeared in the middle of the sea. Naruto, how boring now, where am I? Kurama-chan, do you know where we are? Kurama, we are on the outskirts of the elemental continent, and have more respect for me. Apart from talking to me mentally, you will seem crazy. Naruto, I'll try to walk. Naruto began to float, lying down watching the clouds. Naruto, so this is how it feels to be a relaxing cloud. Kurama, let's go quickly. Naruto, we have to find a place to sleep, eat and much more. We will also visit your GGs and you will tell them about your entire journey. Naruto, you're right, let's go fast. And Naruto disappeared from sight, and was in front of the door with a blanket covering him. Naruto, they are sleeping, how lazy, I better go to the Hokage Tower-chan. Naruto entered the village and headed to the Hokage Tower, where he met his Gigi and Minato. Naruto, hello. Hiruzen, who are you? Naruto, a simple teenager who wants to enroll in the Shinobi Academy. Hiruzen, then you will wait for the year because tomorrow is the graduations. Naruto, Don't worry, Gigi, I know I'll do well and we'll meet at the usual place at 10 p.m. okay? Naruto disappeared. Minato, you know him. Hiruzen, no, I'm sure he was confused, ha ha ha. Finally he knew he wouldn't disappoint me. I'm done, I'm going to rest, I'll leave the rest to you. Minato, if you go Hiruzen, don't worry. Hiruzen left, and called a trusted ANBU. Hiruzen, tell them he's back. ANBU, hello Hokage-sama. Hiruzen walked to the Forest of Death. More specifically, in the center there was a homely cabin, meeting his friends. Hiruzen, how are you? Itachi, bien Hiruzen-san. Hiruzen, good, they already told you, right? Itachi, happy, yes, they already told me. He should come at any moment. Let's go inside, the others are waiting for us. Hiruzen and Itachi entered the cabin and waited a few minutes, and Naruto appeared without his hood, surprising everyone with how he grew. Danzo, you grew a lot, Naruto. Hamura, you look like someone who is 18 lol. Kohatu, what were you waiting for? He left for 6 years. Naruto, actually there were 2 for me. Oh, what? Naruto explained to them how time works and about the different worlds. Danzo, could you tell me a world or I won't believe you? Naruto, okay. Naruto made a sphere and the history of the Shippuden was shown. Everyone was in shock, but out of nowhere Danzo, Hamura and Koharu cried comically. Itachi, why are you crying? Danzo, don't you see we are the bad guys, even though you died bravely like Hiruzen, but I died like a bad guy Waya. Itachi, I understand, but I'm more surprised that Satsuki is a man. Hiruzen, ha ha ha, I always thought you had a villain complex, ha ha ha. After half an hour everything calmed down. Itachi, since things have calmed down, Naruto, I mean you're 8 years old. Naruto, yes, 2 years have passed, but here are 6. My father told me that he would fix it. Now time is normal. Hiruzen, and tell me, Naruto, seriously persist your emotions. Everything fell silent. Naruto, yes and no. Danzo, I will explain. Naruto, if I show it. Naruto made a sphere appear. Narrates Naruto. I trained in all the areas that I had to perfect except one, to become balanced between yin and yang, the most difficult test. Naruto shows the image of a fighting arena, the one from Ragnarok. My father made me have to fight my evil counterpart. A small me made of darkness appeared, carrying a strange axe. That absorbed misery, and when I dodged him he thought I was miserable and he began to gain power. He was about to hit me with his axe, but I stopped him. With a himsa we fought for a few hours until I changed my weapon to defend myself. He increased his power more and more until he was defeated when he thought I would kill him. Zero Naruto, stop making me suffer. Naruto, you're having fun, right? Zero Naruto, why does no one look at me? I'm tired of living like this. I've always lived in the shadows, but even so, I continued to endure their sadness to see them smile, but I can't manage to be happy. Naruto, and with reason. Before you have to love yourself, love your heart. Zero Naruto, I understand you now. I always wanted to be like you, but you shone so much that your light blinded me. Naruto, stop whining and come here, enjoy and come here and let yourself flow. Naruto/Zero, right now I'm the happiest. And after that we embraced each other, becoming one being, good and evil, because where there is light there is darkness becoming. Then narrates Naruto. Naruto, and I ascended. Itachi, how did you know it was going to be? It was like seeing the Naruto, future. If I reached perfect enlightenment, my future vision. Everyone was shocked by those eyes. Danzo, what powers do they give you? Naruto, I can see the future whenever I want. Hiruzen, you are invincible if you can see the future. Naruto, no. Itachi, why? Naruto, the future is not written. I can see the future that has more possibilities of being, but no destiny is written. Everyone was shocked by this revelation. Hiruzen, and why does your staff change shape? Naruto, simple. Naruto, this is the staff of the 6 kingdoms. I can change it depending on how I want. like the shield I made is called ahimsa. Everyone was surprised by that. Hiruzen, I think it's a lot to take in. Tomorrow you have classes, although I think you'll surpass everyone. And how is Kurama? Naruto, he's sleeping, you know how he is, go away, besides that's all that's relevant. Danzo, wait, you lost your emotions? Naruto, where there is light there is darkness. I am good and evil, and that entails knowing what leads you to good or evil, and if I still keep them. Everyone was relieved by that. Itachi, then tomorrow we will be there to see you become the Shinobi of the year. Naruto, yes, and Hiruzen, I want you to name me Gautama Naruto Buddha, okay? Hiruzen, take it for granted. Chapter 11, Unraveling History. Okay, here it will happen when Loki wants revenge and Ragnarok begins and Heimdall almost kills him. Okay, I say almost, and all the Greek gods helped him and Hercules did not die. He just rose as a deity and left his 2 wives because here they both killed him and he never had children with them, and that's it. The Greeks and Nordics are allies. Watch them so you can more or less understand their life. Issei walked limping between dimensions. I won't mention why. Cough, grape, cough, manly, cough, XD. Issei, I can't feel my pelvis. Issei continued walking until he was reminded of the Ragnarok that would destroy both worlds. Issei, annoyed if it's gods versus humans, I'll torture them until they cry like girls. Issei saw and realized that in that dimension there were many sins like gods conspiring against others and mistreatment of higher-ranking gods or infidelities. Cough, Aphrodite cough, and cough, Zeus cough, and a demigod who was cursed by Hera. Issei, with a vein standing out on his forehead, began to laugh like crazy. Issei, I will teach you how gods behave. Issei teleported at the right moment when Fenrir, name of the wolf, almost ate Odin and proceeded to stop Heimdall and Loki and transported everyone into a white place. Zeus, who are you, you filthy mortal? Issei, you cold silence. The gods were scared. It was like seeing a dragon in front of an insect. Hades, trembling, I'm sorry for my stupid brother, but who are you? Issei, remember. The gods remembered well only the parents, and it is not worth mentioning that everyone trembled with fear while Issei looked at them with lifeless eyes. Issei, and what will be your excuse? Hera, but. Issei, Hera, be quiet. Condemning an innocent man for the barbarities of Zeus is not the way of a god. You drove him to madness. Tell me what you would do if your punishment was the same as the one you imposed on Hercules. Hera remained silent as she trembled and cried because she realized that she killed innocent people on a whim. Issei, that's what I thought, and for those who don't know me, he sits on a golden throne. Issei, I am the deity that you worship. I was the first of all, not even chaos is as old as me. You call me a primordial, but call me Issei D, noblesse, or just Issei. Thor, you are a god, what role do you play? Issei, I taught everyone everything, even Odin, although he was very foolish for knowledge and almost went crazy, so I took out one of his eyes or else he would die. Thor, but when you drink the. Issei, do you think that by drinking that water you will have so much knowledge and I taught you the runes and forbid you to say them or not? Odin, yes. Issei, and tell me why condemn your son for a mistake? Odin, it's that he killed Balder. Issei, tell me who gave you that spear? Tell me who gave you that horse or the boat? Odin, sad Loki. Issei, exactly, he is more than you think and yet you still treat him like that. Odin, be you. Issei, then I will sentence you, and Loki, come let it out. Loki was hesitant, but Issei appeared in front of him and hugged him while he cried. Loki, sniff after sniff of everything, sniff of what I did, sniff he doesn't appreciate me. Issei, I'll give you a gift later, okay, but calm down. Loki, thank you? Issei, you're welcome. Issei separated from Loki and approached the Greek gods. Issei, Hera, I don't want you to talk, I'm angry. I hope the others haven't done that stupid thing. Hera from various dimensions felt many chills. Issei, Zeus, you have 5 minutes to defend yourself. Zeus, no, I don't have any. You know that Hera is a pain. She hasn't shown me love since we had our last child. She started to distance herself from me, and I felt alone, and I sought solace in lust. I will accept my punishment. Issei, that surprises me about you, Zeus. Mature, you're good, but I already know what punishment to impose on you. Besides, your son Hephaestus angry because they despise him. Here Hephaestus is very strong, equaling Zeus, but they despise him for being ugly and etc. Everyone felt fear because of his aura. Zeus, it's just that. Issei, it's that Zeus is a father. He puts his children above all things, and Hercules also took care of him. Zeus just stayed silent. Issei, I thought so. Suddenly the whole place became a courtroom. Issei, I will be your judge and executioner, that god whose name will come to the front. Issei, Zeus. Zeus stepped forward. Issei, your sins are infidelity, and leaving your children alone as you declare. Everyone thought he would deny it, but they were surprised. Zeus, guilty of everything, I made mistakes and I want to fix them. Sad and divorce Hera. I think the magic is over, we no longer have that spark. Everyone was shocked by what Zeus said. Issei, I like that you take the consequences of your actions, and if I will give you a divorce with Hera. Hera be you. Issei, you left him for a long time because you apparently took some time, and in his pain he took refuge in lust, so I will give you a century to fix things, and Zeus, your punishment is to stop ruling Olympus and fix things with Hera. I will appoint your replacement. Issei, Demeter. Demetrio, but I didn't do anything. Issei, do you want to take away your daughter's happiness or not? Demetrio, but she can't be with him. Issei, he and she love each other. Hades is capable of giving his own life for her, and you know it because of that. Demetrius, your punishment is that you allow your daughter to be husband and wife and Hades, and I will remove the curse so they can be together. Demetrius, it's okay. Hades, thanks and Isan. Issei, you're welcome, and now Hera comes forward. Hera, but... Issei, leave the excuses, and your crimes are an attack against the demigod Hercules and taking away his family, and not content you sent 2 women to trick him into killing him, and tell me how you declare yourself. Hera, guilty. Issei, you will stop being the second in command of Olympus and try to reconcile with Zeus, apart from the fact that all your temples will be destroyed and you will lose your rank of goddess until Hercules forgives you. Hera was crying, but everyone was surprised by what Hercules said. Hercules, it's not necessary, I forgive her. Issei, seriously, you have a good heart, that's why Hercules comes forward. Hercules, what sin did I commit? Issei-sana. Issei, none. I brought you here for a question that you would ask for your beloved and children. Hercules, I would give my life. Issei, let's see if it's true. Issei appeared on a floor of souls where his beloved was seen in the middle. Issei, you are still a complete demigod, so if you enter the river of souls you will grow old and die, but you will have the chance to rescue her. Tell me, do you accept? Hercules, yes, I accept. Issei, luck. All the gods were watching because that was suicide. Even a god gets old because of that river. The only one who was safe was Hades. Everyone was surprised to see Hercules as a deity. Hercules, and now what? Issei, leave it to me. Issei proceeded to make Meg's soul shine, and she revived, becoming a human demigoddess. Hercules, crying, thank you very much. Meg, Hercules, what happened? Hercules, I'll tell you later. Issei, and everyone pay attention to me. I, as the one who rises above all, named Hercules as the first ruler of Olympus. Everyone was surprised by that. Zeus, but what do you mean first? Issei, there will be 2, one is Hercules and the other is Hephaestus, come forward. Everyone was surprised by that. Hephaestus, why I am a monster, everyone reminds me. Issei, do you really believe them? They envy you for your power, but what matters is the heart. Besides, Hestia, Artemis, Arena and Freya were always with you, right? Hephaestus, yes. Issei, it's time for coal to become diamond. Hephaestus shined and showed a redhead. All the goddesses blushed at the. Hephaestus, why do you see me like this? Issei, look in the mirror. Issei handed her a mirror, and she cried with joy. Hephaestus, thank you. Issei, you're welcome and come closer. Issei whispered something to her that made her blush. Hephaestus, are you sure? Issei, you have a very good eye for weapons, but when it comes to women you are completely blind. Hephaestus, thank you. Hephaestus left, and when he was going to speak, the four already mentioned ones threw themselves at him to kiss him under an attentive, jealous gaze of Aphrodite. All the gods congratulated him while Zeus cried with pride for his son. Issei, okay, in the last punishment of the Greek pantheon, Ares and Aphrodite one step forward. They passed under the watchful eye of everyone because they knew their sin. Issei, no need to mention and tell me, Aphrodite, despite all the love that Hephaestus gave you, a very pure and great one, you cheated on him. Tell me how you both declare yourselves. Ares, guilty, your honor. Aphrodite, guilty, but Hephaestus is mine. All of Hephaestus's news gave off a large amount of murderous aura, frightening all the men. Issei, Hephaestus will be happy from now on, that's why you two are married, and Aphrodite is forbidden to approach Hephaestus. Aphrodite, but... Issei, no buts, you abandoned him and suffer the consequences. Aphrodite, if it's not mine, it won't be anyone else's. No one noticed when he almost pierced Hephaestus, but Issei grabbed his hand. Issei, you better rest. Issei put Aphrodite to sleep. Issei, Hephaestus, I hope you take care of yourself and girls take care of you, okay? Girls, okay. Issei, that's all for today. Tomorrow we will talk about the sins of the Nordics. Rest. Everyone was transported to their homes. A happy Hercules and a cheerful Hephaestus and a crazy Aphrodite. Chapter 12, Punishment and Demigods. After the punishments, a day passed. Everyone was happy and Zeus and Hera were like teenage sweethearts. Yes, very stupid, and Zeus behaved very well. He seemed to be someone else, and Hera forgave Zeus, but they decided to go little by little. And Hephaestus was very happy. In fact, yesterday they had action, and the goddesses said that it was a third leg to a blushing Hephaestus who was a virgin that increased his desire to love him more. And Issei was calmly eating danger cereal for breakfast, and when he finished he transported all the gods to the jury. Issei's mistake. All the goddesses saw the third leg of a Hephaestus who was in the shower, and his women who were boiling with jealousy seeing everyone watching him, and when Hephaestus turned around he covered himself. Issei, me error. Issei changed Hephaestus into clothes and he was all embarrassed. Issei, one is 2/3 of mine. Okay, let's continue this jury and pass Odin. Odin, I did commit sins. Issei, you failed your son Loki as you declare. Odin, culpable. Issei, welcome Thor and Loki. All three were on the jury. Issei, you Thor are innocent, but how do you know you don't want to rule right? Thor, no, he actually wants to live on adventures. Issei, well, you will leave that position and I will appoint the new king and hug your brother. I know you regret attacking him. Thor, thank you. Thor hugged his brother while crying for the stupid things he said to him, and Loki forgave him. Issei, well Odin, your punishment will be to stop ruling and apologize to your son. Odin, okay. Odin came over and they hugged each other like a family. Issei, and Loki, your sin is starting Ragnarok. Loki, culpable. Issei, well your punishment is to be the new king of Asgard. All what? Issei, you are the best qualified and come closer, the poison still circulates in your blood. Loki approached Issei and hugged him, taking out all the poison and leaving Loki painless. Issei, good, and now I hope you rule wisely, Loki. Loki, I will. Issei, I hope I don't come back, and take care of yourselves, brothers. All yes. Issei left through a portal and was traveling back solving problems until he started to cry unconsciously, and decided to see what was happening, and what he saw made him cry more. If you saw several demigods dying or being married. At that point his 2 wives appeared. Veronica, you will go right. Issei, yes, and I think time is going very slowly, but I'm surprised that they barely defeated Kronos. Damaris, yes, and are you going to take care of them or not? Issei, you know me very well, and if I take a long time on that job, I hope you understand me. Veronica, we will wait for you for eons that will be millennia. Issei, well, we'll talk later. Issei opened a portal and saw that he was several years to be exact in 776 BC and he was in Greece and decided to investigate, and he already knew the vast majority. He was angry with Zeus for killing his wife, and then raping his sister and marrying. Then there was the fact that Gaia was dying, and he decided to look for the children he was looking for to see if he arrived, but he didn't. In front of Issei he saw about 30 boys and girls, but what hurt him the most was seeing them die. It brought back bad memories and he decided to help them. Issei revived them all. They were waking up little by little and they got scared when they saw him, and he calmed them down, and the older children were 8 and the younger ones were 4. They said they were escaping from the monsters and or their families had thrown them away or mistreated them, and they escaped. The simple fact of saying that they saw how this raised his power and scared the children a little, and he calmed them down and decided to protect them.
Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.